you've got another year to come at Celtic now because the club actioned an extra year in your contract. Was that always going to be the case? Were you always going to be here, do you think, next season?
Well, I've always wanted to stay. I think everyone knows my situation and how I love this club and want to be here. I love the fans and playing for Celtic, and games like this and playing in cup finals, there's nothing better.
Were you delighted when you found out their contract was going to be extended into next year?
Yeah, obviously I was delighted, and obviously I'm here for another year, and I'm looking forward to it, to staying.
You've obviously played a lot of football this year, maybe haven't started as consistently as you maybe had the previous 2 seasons. Is there a bit of a nervous wait going into the cup final to see what's going to happen with yourself?
No, not at all. I'm very relaxed, and whatever the team is and the manager chooses, and that's up to him. But I'm very relaxed going into the game, and I'm sure everyone else is, because we've been there before.
Spirits will obviously be high after the game on Sunday. Is it just important to keep that rolling over until this weekend?
Yeah, definitely. I think, like I said, we had a good few days. We make sure we had a good last week, and going into the game full of confidence. And like I said, make sure we win the game.
Could you have dreamed of being as successful at Celtic when you first arrived here?
Well, I couldn't have sort of asked for anything better. I think, for the trophies we've won, and to be a part of this team, I couldn't have wished for a better squad.
Why would you put that down to, especially in the cup game? Because you've never had a one-off bad day at the office as such in the cup.
I think it just comes down to hard work and the winning mentality of all the players that we've got installed in the team. Every time we step out there, we want to win games and we want to win trophies. And I think, every single player wants to win.
Is that different from previous clubs doing that?
It comes with confidence as well. I think by winning games and winning trophies, it gives you great confidence. And I think this team's been full of it, and everyone's been fighting for places. And that's all I can say on that, really, because once you do lift a trophy, it does bring you a lot of confidence going forward.
You haven't lost a domestic trophy, have you, since you came here? Is that right?
Well, we've done double treble. We're on the treble, so hopefully we can make it the treble.
I mean, that's a great record personally for yourself. It would be.
Oh, definitely. I think it's not just myself, for the whole team, and everyone being involved for the last couple of years. So it's a great time, and like I said, we make sure we got to get the job done.
Can you put into context what kind of an achievement that would be? I mean, for example, I'm trying to remember, had you won any silverware down south when you were playing before?
The only time I can think of is getting promoted with Swansea, when I was a big part of that team, and that was sort of the only silverware of getting promoted.
So for a team to win everything domestically that they've entered since you signed for them, can you just put that in your own words and kind of a football context? What kind of how big a deal that is? What kind of an achievement? Yeah,
it's a massive deal and a massive achievement. But the thing is, when I come up here, you're not even thinking of double trebles or trebles, and I think you just come and work hard and see how it goes. And for us, everyone's great playing week in, week out. The start when I first come in, and like I said, being a part of this team and this winning mentality, what everyone's installed in themselves, I think it's great to be part of.
And what does it say about the team? Because I guess people in England might say, oh well, it's in Scotland and Celtic have got a bigger budget than anyone else, so they should be winning the trophies. But football obviously not like that. You can lose a cup, you can lose a league. Yeah,
definitely. I think there's always going to be criticism, no matter where you are, what team you're at. But if it was that easy, the team would have done it before. And it just goes to show that it is tough, because no one has done it. So that just goes to show, really.
Considering you've had a change of management, what kind of testament is it to the squad as a whole? And you've talked about the win mentality, to have such a smooth transition. Yeah,
obviously, this is football, and I think sometimes, Brendan's had a lot of success when he was here. And a new manager's come in at a stage. It's been quite tough with the situation. I think everyone can sort of compares him with Brendan, which I think is a little bit unfair. I think the manager's come in. He's been great. We've done 8 in a row, and we've just continued what we've been doing.
Do you think it would be fair to hand him the job permanently, given if you secure the treble at the weekend?
Well, obviously that's not up to me. You'll have to ask Peter that question. But like I said, as he's come in, we've got 8 in a row, and if he can get it done, and obviously the boys get the win on Saturday, then why not?
But how's the attitude in terms of, given there could be two quite different management styles, you know, Jose Lennon, obviously an ex-Celtic guy himself anyway, but in terms of attitude and style these days, it's been quite easy for the squad to adapt to?
Yeah, definitely. I think, you know, he's Celtic through and through. He knows the club in and out. He's got so much passion towards the club, and you can see it on the sidelines. And you know, when he does his team talks, I think you know, you can see it in him. But like I said, he's come in, he's kept everything sort of similar, and like I said, we make sure we get the win on Saturday.
Especially on a week like this, how does Neil's passion rub off on the players?
Yeah, definitely. I think everyone can see it. Just the hunger, and he's the same. You know, he wants to win, and I think you can see it as a player and a manager. You know, he always wants to win. Even when we train out there, he never lets anyone slack. He's always on at people if you're off it a little bit, and I think, you know, as players, that's what you need in training as well.
What do you think make a young Dembele?
Yeah, it's great to see. You know, he's only 16 and he's come on and he made a good impact the other day. He's such a young age, and he's a great talent.
Can you recall that when you were that age and trying to, you know, break through into first teams and make your name in football?
Yeah, definitely. It's exciting times. And you know, as a young player coming through, I think, you know, you just want to get on that pitch in front of these fans. They give him an amazing reception when he come on, and give him, you know, a lot of confidence. And you know, he's been working hard, and hopefully it just continues what he's doing.
It's been a long season. Any chance of a mental or physical fatigue for you guys?
Well, I think we're used to it. I think we've played so many games for the last few years. You just sort of get used to it, and you just got to battle on. I think for us is to keep going, and obviously there's one game left, and there's just one last push.
With Hearts though, there's such a physical side. I mean, given what you might have learned at the weekend again against them, what are you expecting this Saturday?
Well, I think there's going to be come out here. They're going to obviously want to win the game. It's going to be a very tough game. They're very physical, you know, and it's going to be a great game.
Just going back to what you were saying about Neil Lennon, do you think he's had the credit he deserves for the job he's done since he came in? Because I guess it was a bit unexpected, certainly the timing of Brendan Rodgers' departure, and then Neil coming in quite quickly and taking the reins. Maybe
Yeah,
unexpected.
obviously I think it's going to be difficult, you know. As soon as he comes in, he's going to have different sort of things to Brendan. But yeah, obviously it's going to be difficult for any manager who comes in at that time. But like I said, he's done good, and you know, we're in another final.
You've got 8 winners' medals so far. Where are they? Do you keep them out? Do you have them in a box? Are you one of those ones that has them on show?
Yeah, they're at home, so yeah, some of them on show. But yeah, it's very proud, obviously, to have medals and trophies at home.
Which ones are on show in terms of by the time you get to your 9th medal, or potential 9th medal, which one holds the most importance for you?
I think they all are. I think every single time it's a different experience, but it's the same feeling. I think, you know, when you do win a medal, you know, it's the same feeling every time.
I guess that's what it's all about, isn't it? Going into football, and once you retire, you can, you know, show those off to kids, grandkids going forward. Those will be the memories you'll cherish. Yeah,
definitely. And that's what, you know, when you get older and you finish your career, then you can look back on all the great times and the happy moments that you sort of created.
Do you ever wear them around the house?
My daughter normally tries to grab them, so she normally does that.
Could you see yourself finishing your career at Celtic, Scott?
Yeah, well, the thing is look, I'm happy here. I'm happy that I've got another year. You know, I'm always working hard and training, and you know, just see what happens at this moment in time. But look, I love this club, and I love being here.
Scott, do you get a sense of how historic this achievement could be?
Yeah, I think, you know, I don't think it will settle into any of the players until years to come. I think first of all, we've got to get the job done. But you know, when we did the double treble, it was unbelievable, and I think for us, you know, going into this last game, it's going to be a lot of pressure on us. But we've been there before, and you know, hopefully we'll be lifting the trophy.